Now going to encapsulation. What is encapsulation? See here, encapsulation is nothing but wrapping up of data, and the code that acts upon the data is known as encapsulation. Encapsulation. For example, wrapping up of data and the code that acts upon the data is known as encapsulation. Okay. Here in encapsulation, combining state and behavior into one class is nothing but encapsulation. This is nothing but we call it as a state. This is nothing but we call it as a behavior. We call it as behavior. Okay. And when you in encapsulation is nothing but here these are called data members. These are called methods. These are called data members and these are called methods. Okay. Here in these data members, when you here it is, did you give any access modifier here? What are access modifiers? Public, private, okay, protected, defaults. Okay. Here, if you have to give some access modifier. Why? Because if you don't give any access modifier, these state we can access from anywhere. We can access from anywhere. Okay. So we have to give it as private. 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 Private int EMPNO, private string EMP name, private float salary, private string address. Okay. This is nothing but encapsulation is nothing but wrapping up of the data. Wrapping up of the data means this one. This. And the code that acts upon the data. Upon the data. Upon the data into one single unit. Is nothing but encapsulation. Into one single unit is known as encapsulation. Okay, what we are doing, we are combining the data members and the methods into one single unit called class. Called class. That is encapsulation. Okay, this is the definition of encapsulation. Here, why we use this encapsulation means, for example, I have private into age. Age is equal to, I give into age is equal to 200 and display that age. System.out.println age. Okay. Suppose when you suppose for example you want to write the code for some other company. Okay. There you are not giving you are not asking about the age. Okay, if you don't ask, simply you are writing int age is equal to 200, system.out.println age. Then what happens? Can we have age 200? No. Up to 100 or 150 max. Okay, so that you have to ask the developer what is the age. Okay, where you have to do all these operations. That all operations will be done in this get data and put data, the methods. In the methods. Okay, all the operations will be done in methods. So that's why in encapsulation, normally, if you don't write private, what happens means, like in another class, we can access these data members and we will modify as we want. We will modify. Okay, if in encapsulation, you cannot modify the data members and methods on your own. You cannot modify the data members and methods on your own because you are using private. You are using private. If you don't use private, then that will be accessible in another classes also. Private means these members will be accessed only in this class, not other classes. Okay, like that we have public protected default. Public protected defaults. Okay, what is public? When you give public, that will be accessed anywhere. That will be accessed anywhere. What is protected? Protected. Protected means the code will be accessed in the subclass. Okay, if the code is in different packages also. Different packages also means, for example, uh, there is one package called service. We have a package called service. In this service, I have written one class called employee service. Employee service. There is another package called DAO. Package DAO. If you write protected employee service or anything, any variable or class protected, okay, this will be accessed. Suppose here if you write the employee DAO extends employee service. If you write class employee DAO extends employee service, then at that time this protected variables or protected methods will be accessed in employee DAO also. What is this extends? What is this extends? Extends is nothing but inheritance. In inheritance, if you want to access anything, you will be putting extends. This we will be learning now. You will be putting extends. Okay. Protected modifier means it can be accessed in the subclasses of the same package or different packages Okay. That is protected. Then what is default? Default. That the default members or methods can be accessed only in the same package, but different classes. Outside the package, it cannot be accessed. Outside the package, it cannot be accessed. Okay, that is default. Outside the package means, suppose Suppose in package service, in service package, we have employee service, we have employee service IMPL, we have customer service IMPL. Okay, all the classes. We have four or five classes. Huh? Suppose you give default value, default data member, then that data member will be accessed in all the classes. Okay, in the same package. Same package. If you go to different package and you access that default member which is in another package, you will get error. You will get error. Okay, understood? That is default. These are called access modifiers. In C++, we have public, private, and protected. We don't have default. But in Java, we have default also. Default is nothing but you don't give anything like this. Here we did not give anything, right? Int emp no, string emp name, float salary, string address. This is default. Don't give anything. Don't give anything. Okay. But for public, private, and protected, you have to give like this private. Okay. Public, protected, like that. Okay. This is about encapsulation and access modifiers. Okay. Next, coming to abstraction. Abstraction. What is abstraction means? Showing essential features and hiding the implementation details is known as abstraction. Okay, this is abstraction. Showing essential features and hiding the implementation details means here suppose employee will be joining in any company, Okay, showing essential features means employee ID card is shown, ID number is shown, employee name, email ID is shown, employee ID is shown, and email ID is shown. Okay, will they show the salary of the employee? No, the employee salary is not shown. Okay, ID and mail ID, that's all. Both are shown. And his home address is shown. If he gives home address, that is shown. And who is his manager is shown. Manager is shown. But will they show their salary? Salary is not shown. Okay, which are essential to us? What we want only employee ID, employee name, and whom he is reporting to. Okay, I am so and so employee. I am reporting to so and so person. That is shown, but employee salary is not shown. What is the behavior? It is not shown. Okay, photo is not shown. That is not mandatory. Okay, that is his like. If he puts photo is shown. Okay, if he doesn't put photo is not shown. Okay, like that. Means which are essential that are shown. In Java, for abstraction, we use abstract classes and interfaces to show and hide. Okay, here in abstract classes in the interfaces, it will show you only the method names. Only the method names. It doesn't show you anything. Okay. What you have written in that method, that is not shown. That is abstraction. Okay. Next, inheritance. We will go through all these topics. Don't worry. Okay. Next is inheritance.